Live in Studio B, WNCW, Matt Walsh. Great tune, man.
Thank you so much.
That's three of you guys, and you guys fill up a room with sound. There's no doubt about that. All right. Well, welcome in. You are from Statesville, North Carolina.
That's correct.
We talked about that off the air. Lifelong Statesvillian?
I am.
All right. And would you like to introduce your accompanists here today?
Yeah, I've got the Movers here with me. And, that's kind of been just a revolving gang of musicians that I like playing with. And over here on the bass is Travis Lunsford.
All right.
On the drums is Chuck Cotton.
Chuck Cotton on the drums. All right. They are the Movers. Well, we're glad to have you in Studio B today. You guys had to get out in some nasty weather to come play for everyone today.
It was pretty crazy.
I was reading, Matt, about some of your influences. I read, of course, some of your bio information, and an interesting thing I noticed was when you were 13, it says you got a knockoff guitar for $25 at a flea market.
That's right.
Do you still have it?
I do. In fact, I've thought about over the last couple of years trying to put it back together and taking it out and trying to play, some shows with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing about it is, this is going to sound really horrible, but the guy that sold it to me, the deal was I only had like $12, and he gave me his address to send the R13, and I never did.
So you financed your first knockoff guitar from the flea market. Oh my goodness, man! Did it show up on your credit report? Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. You also have I'd say myriad influences musically, and really when someone listens to your records, that really, to me, it really comes out. What were some of the biggest things that really turned you on?
All kinds of music. One of the things that made me want to start playing music was I got to go see Prince back when he did the Purple Rain tour when I was like 9 years old. And after then, I was pretty sure that's what I wanted to do. And I mean, I've had so many influences. I listen to all kinds of music. I don't really get trapped into one thing.
Right.
But anywhere from that to when I was a kid, I got a hold of like Lightning Hopkins and Muddy Waters and all that stuff, Howlin' Wolf. And, just music, any music that, catches my ear, moves me is what I'm into, I guess.
Well, in your writing process, does it separate itself? In other words, you sit down and go, man, I'm kind of in a blues mood, or write a bluesy song? Or
No, I never set out to write a song like I'm going to write a blues song, or really songs just pop in my head. I mean, there's no process. It's funny. My drummer was telling me another guy that, like I said, the Movers is kind of a revolving door of musicians, but one of them was a drummer was recently telling me that somebody went to a seminar to learn songwriting, and I thought that was kind of bizarre, because, not that that's wrong.
Well, I mean,
but I could never imagine doing it that way, because, songs just, I've never sat down and tried to write a song, so, because I think if you do that, that might be just, I don't know, it's just, I've been lucky. They always pop in my head,
You have that bone, or whatever you want to call it, that muscle in your brain or whatever. I think you could learn. I think somebody could teach me how to write a song, maybe. But I think it either kind of comes to you or it doesn't. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I've found lately that, it's like, it's really difficult for people to write songs, I've never had that problem. But on the other hand, it's not like I have this innate ability to do it either. I've been writing since I was like, 11 years old, whether it was like poetry, scripts for movies, because I made movies back then, which is probably why, I'm making music videos that are somewhat movie and comical. Like, it's like, the cool thing about music for me now is that a lot of the things I used to do like that, I can bring back around, things I hadn't done in years, like, making crazy videos and stuff like that. But, I mean, songwriting for me has been something I've done like all my life, and I feel like I've worked out the kinks,
Yeah. Kind of sounds like it. Let's see, your 2017 release, Life After Rock and Roll. You've got a new album that's getting ready to drop like really fast, right?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. And it's called The Midnight Strain. Not train, strain. So are you doing us some music off of that today as well?
Yeah, all these songs will be off
Okay.
the new album.